Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me for another video. So in today's video, this is all about fitness. So I'm going to be sharing with you a step-by-step guide that you can use for planning and organizing your workout schedule. So let's get into it. Guys, so I know that you want to take control of your fitness goals, and I do too. Of course, it is January, so we are in a new year. So I'm pretty sure if you're like anything like me, you have some fitness goals that you're trying to reach, and you need a little bit of help getting you motivated and figuring out a strategy for you to be able to plan all the things so that you can get those goals met. So that's what today's video is all about. I'm going to show you my fitness planner. We're going to go through it a little bit, share with you some of the details on the structure of it, what I'm using for this year, and then I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide for you to be able to plan and organize your very own workout schedule. I'm going to share with you about 4 to 5 steps so that way you can get on track. I know we all want to get on track here. So first and foremost, the planner that I'm using for 2023 for my fitness is this coil planner from Fancy Plans Co. It has white coil. I'm not sure if you guys know. I don't know, maybe I never talked about this on my channel, but we now have coil planners. So pretty much all of the planners you can get coiled. You know, I am working on adding more. And so you're able to choose your coil. You're able to choose your cover, whether it's frosted or clear, and you can choose your inserts that you want on the inside. I'm pretty sure I have most of them uploaded to the site. I may have a few more that I need to add. So this is how it looks. All of the planners will look the same way. So it's just your simple coil planner, okay? And so that's what I'm going to be using. So I have the white coils here, and then I have the frosted cover. And so this makes it very portable and easy to take with me on the go. So if I'm going to the gym, I can toss this in my gym bag because of the size of it. This is half letter. All of our planners, our coil planners and our coil notebooks and all of that, you can purchase them in whatever size you need. So if you want to go even smaller and do mini, you can do that as well. Or if you want to go even larger and do classic, you can do that too. So this is what I'm using. And so our fitness inserts look like so. There's a quote on the inside that says fitness is like a relationship. You can't cheat and expect it to work. Okay. I thought that was so fitting. And so this is what I'm using for this year, and so far so good. Okay. And so let's go ahead and jump into the first tip, because you're going to kind of get to see a little bit more of this, which is only January. So there's not too much to it, but we're going to go ahead and just jump right on in to the first step in this process. The first step to planning and organizing your workout schedule is setting clear and specific fitness goals. So whether you want to lose weight, build muscle, or you want to just simply improve your overall fitness, it is important to have a clear idea of what you want to achieve. So typically when it comes to setting goals, I like to do a couple of different things. So let's move on into January. So what I like to do is write some goals here on the sidebar for the month. And then when it comes to the weekly, I do the same thing. I'll write my goals here on the sidebar. So for the purposes of being able to show you in this video, I like to show you kind of, me doing those things. I didn't do it so that I could show you kind of how that would look. All right. And then when it comes to setting some other goals, I do have some, a notepad here in the back, which I'll show you kind of how I incorporate that as well. Okay, so here are some goals that you can strive for. So you'll see kind of as I'm writing what some of my goals are, and I'll try to talk you through that as well, so you could get some ideas on some goals that you yourself can set. So again, you can just do monthly goals, or you can do weekly and monthly goals as well, or you can just do weekly goals, and they're pretty much going to be the same with the exception of maybe just a high level as opposed to what we're doing this week. So this month, I would love it if I could lose 4 to 5 pounds. Now, again, when you're setting these goals, you want to make sure that you're being realistic. And so I feel like if I work super hard, that can be achieved. So again, these are more so monthly goals, because I'm not going to be able to lose 4 to 5 pounds in a week, I don't think. So we're just going to start small and we'll say 5 pounds for the month. Okay, but of course that's going to be different based on whatever your goals are. Some other things that you could say is like run a 5K if you want to run a 5K. And again, you'll want to put that in the month that you want to run it. If you have it scheduled, you can even put it on the day or the week, or you could do both. Let's say you want to improve your overall strength and muscle, which is something that I want to do. I want to improve my strength and muscle, and I want to get toned. So I'm going to put improve strength, because I want to incorporate more, not just cardio workouts, and you'll see that here, and I'll kind of talk you through that as well and kind of how I plan for that. But I want to be able to build a little bit of muscle also. So that's why I try to have different workouts, not just cardio. Why did I put that? I put improve stove. What am I talking about? Improve strength and add muscle. Okay, and I know that that is vague, but you're going to be really in tune with your body, so you'll be able to kind of get a sense of if you're on track with certain goals that may be more visual goals. Okay, another goal that you may have is to improve your flexibility or improve your balance by like stretching and things like that. And if you do want to do that, you'll want to put the amount of times you want to do that per week. So if you want to say you want to stretch 3 times a week, then you'd want to write that here, and then you could even schedule it in on that day. So again, we're just specifically talking about goals. Okay, so this is the first step in the process. Okay, you also may want to improve your cardiovascular health by exercising for at least 30 minutes a day. So these are all goals. And then even reducing stress to improve your mental well-being through maybe meditation and mindfulness practices and just things like that. So there are different goals, and it all just depends on you personally. Okay, I also have the goal of working out at least 3 times a week. Again, we'll talk about why there's something on each day of this week, but I do want to work out at least, I want to go to the gym when I say that. So work out at gym 3 times a week. Okay, so lose 5 pounds this month. And if it's more, it's more. But I've given myself an attainable goal. I want to improve my strength. I want to add muscles. I want to stretch at least 3 times a week. I want to work out at the gym at least 3 times a week as well. And I just want to work towards staying on track with my eating habits. Just staying on track, because sometimes I'm all over the place. I do set myself some goals for the week in terms of eating, but I don't always stick to it. So I want to stick to my eating plan. And, when you put goals out in front of you, it's more likely that you're going to reach those goals. So that's why we want to write those goals in. Okay, so that is the first step to the process, is to set those goals, all right? And again, this is just a high-level monthly overview of those goals. You could take it down to the week and transfer some of these things over to the week so that you could see them clearly in your week as well. And then the weekly view is where you're going to be a little just more detailed with your goals. So you may have, again, separate weekly goals from monthly goals. Okay, so step 1 is to set your goals. Okay, all right, number 2 is to assess your current fitness level. So once you've established your goals, again, whether it's to lose weight, gain muscle, improve cardiovascular health, or just maintain a healthy lifestyle, it is crucial to assess your current fitness level. All right, so the assessment is going to give you kind of a baseline to work from, and it's going to help you to determine the appropriate intensity, frequency, and types of exercise exercise that are suitable for your workout schedule. So based on your fitness level, you can set realistic and achievable goals for yourself, and assessing your current fitness level is going to help you to create a workout schedule that's tailored for your specific needs, goals, and your lifestyle. So that is an important part of the process because you want to see what you're actually able to do. And so you just have to sit down and really think about that. So that way the next step in the process becomes a little bit easier, which is to create a schedule. Okay, so this is kind of what you're seeing here. This is my monthly calendar. When it comes to my monthly calendar, I put all of the classes at my gym that I think I would be interested in. So this isn't like anything eating related or anything like that. For me personally, this is where I write in just all of the classes that I want to take. Now, if I want to go walking or anything like that, I'm not putting that on this calendar. I just want to see in front of me, if I say, hey, today, is the 13th and I want to go to the gym, here are 2 classes that are available to me, and here are those times. And so I write this in on my calendar every single month, and this is what helps me to be able to, on the fly, without having to look anything up, just say, hey, let me see what's available to me to take at the gym. And so that's what I put on my calendar. Again, I rewrite the same thing every single month, but sometimes I'll check into the gym calendar just to see if they've added any new classes, just so I know, what's available to me once again. But for the most part, things don't really change. Also at my particular gym, which is Lifetime Fitness, they have a lot of different things going on. They have things for the kids, rock climbing, swim classes, and just all different types of things. So I want to, again, check in with the gym just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. And typically I take Addison with me when I go, and I want to see what she may want to do too, because it's, she can't come up to the adult area. All right. And again, we are creating our schedule. So now that you know your goals, your current fitness level, it's time to create that schedule. Again, my monthly schedule and then my weekly schedule, 2 completely different things. But you want to start by mapping out the days and times that you're available for exercise. And then you want to plan your workouts accordingly, which is what you just saw I did on the monthly view. You don't have to use it the same exact way, but this is what works for me. But you're not able to fit all of your meals in the monthly calendar. And to me, because you have this sort of view, I feel like the monthly is the best place for that information. And then when you get to your weekly view, that's where you're going to put in all of your meals, which you do want to map out as well ahead of time. And then you want to put in all of your workouts at the bottom. There is even a spot here for water intake, because you want to track that also. So make sure to include in your schedule a variety of different types of exercises like cardio, strength training, and stretching, especially if that was one of your goals here. You could also write that in on the monthly calendar or in your weekly view. Okay, so breaking down the weekly view, I sit down every single Sunday and I plan out all of my meals. Now, y'all know sometimes I'm hit or miss, okay? So like this particular week, it was bad, as you can see. Now, for me, the more I plan things out like this, the better successful I am. So I find that when I have a week like this, I'm not always the best at staying on track. So I need to stick with this. And so, that's why I'm trying to, or that's why it works out for me now this year to just have a completely separate fitness planner. And so I can see those things, if I'm putting it in a catch-all planner, I'm removing one month and adding the next month. So I'm not able to always reflect back on what was done in the past or how I planned in the past. And I need to see this. So this is important for my process. So breakfast here, as you can see at the top, typically when it comes to me, I'm eating pretty much the same things. Again, I'm sitting down on Sunday and I'm planning all of this out because I also need to do my meal planning and I need to add my groceries. And so I'll need to know what I'm eating so that way I could continue, I can add to that list with all of the items that need to be purchased. Okay. So there's a spot for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, workout. Okay, typically when I'm doing any sort of lifestyle change, I'm doing keto as my food, and then I'm doing what's called Body for Life. You can look it up to see how that works for workouts. They do also have a food plan. I have all of his books. They had a website. They used to do a challenge where they would give away like a whole bunch of money for, the winner, and I never quite got into entering, but it was just so motivating. So I just stick with it. His name is Bill Phillips, and he has a ton of like nutrition bars and all types of things. So I used to do both the eating and the working out, but now I don't know, I'm leaning towards keto now. I don't know. It's just what phase I'm in right now. But I love the workouts because you do upper body. And I'm sorry, I don't have that here, but you could do that if you were doing, like, that's how we would do it before in the past. I would do upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body, you know, however it works out. But I don't do that on the monthly again. So the workouts for Body for Life go upper body, then you do cardio the next day, then you do lower body, then you do cardio, then you do upper body, then you do cardio, and then Sunday is an off day. On Body for Life, on Sunday, you're supposed to be able to eat whatever you want because you're building muscle. That's why you're doing the upper body and lower body workouts. And you're building muscle, and so that allows you to be able to have that Sunday cheat day. But you're supposed to do it in moderation, you know, so you can have a slice of pizza, but don't have the whole pizza, okay? Don't have the whole pie. And you don't have to work out on Sundays. But I do write it in just in case, and it's typically like a cardio walk or something like that. And so I love Body for Life. Again, go look it up. You probably will love it too. You may want to do both the workout and the eating plan, but I like to just do the workout because I just think it's just so simple. And when you do your cardio, it's supposed to be an intensity level type thing. So you're starting on one intensity level and then you're working your way up. You're increasing the speed. And then once you get to your level 10, I think it's a level 10. Again, look it all up. And then you're reducing your speed for 12 reps, not 12 reps, but for 2 more different time frames. So I'll have to go back and look it up again to remember because sometimes I don't always do the cardio workout the way they suggest. I'll just do cardio on that day. And then the same thing for upper body. You're supposed to like start out with like, let's say 10 pounds, then you go to 15 pounds and 20 pounds and so on and so forth. And you do that for like a series of repetitions. And it really works. I lost a lot of weight on it before. And so that's just what works for me. And I just tend to stick with that. So breakfast here, of course, is all planned out for the week. I do have a separate meal planner. And then within that meal planner, I'm also writing out the dinners only on that meal plan, because that's like my family meal plan. This is like for me, okay? Then I do have a snack. I cover this spot up usually because sometimes I may not have a snack, but I do plan for at least one snack. And if I have it, I have it. And if I don't, I don't. So that's why you see this strip of washi tape, and you'll probably see that just going forward whenever I plan it out. I just put the strip of washi tape there just for that particular reason, okay? And then lunch, I try to do 2 days of the same thing. Okay, and then Sunday, if I'm not going all out and taking that rest day, then it's going to be something else, but it's going to be based on ingredients I already have. Okay, and then dinner is family dinner, and I do the same thing. So taco salad, y'all know I cook Monday, Wednesday, Friday. The other days are leftover. So same thing on these days. And then I did, you know, have extra of the protein style burger. So I said, we'll just, you know, drag it over into Sunday as well. So you want to create that schedule, okay? You have done your goals. You've assessed your fitness level. Creating your schedule is the next step in the process. All right, so you have created your schedule. Now it's time to talk about sticking to your schedule, which is so important because once you've created your schedule, you got to stick to it. So this can be challenging, I know, especially if you're just starting out, but it is essential for achieving your goals. So one way to maybe stay motivated is to try and find a workout buddy or also join a fitness class. And I think that's why I add so many classes here, is because I feel like that is one way to keep me motivated. I'm not always motivated to just go to the gym and just like hit it, you know, and do all this treadmill work and do all of this weightlifting and all of that. So I find that when I take a class, it makes it a little bit more fun. So you may want to think about that. And then also, if you do have someone that you could work with that has similar goals to you, that also makes it fun as well. You guys could take a class together. I have a couple of friends that we will go walking together and just try to make it as fun as possible, although working out is not, of course, the most fun thing. Okay, and then let's talk about how to track your progress. Okay, I told you guys in the back here, I do have some notepads. So this is one of our new notepads to the shop. I've added one of our snap-in pouches in the back, and I think eventually I'm going to add a coil punch option for these. So I'm gonna be adding some things coming up in the future to where you can have a pouch and different accessories. Okay, so this is how the notepad looks. We also have these in insert form. So it is a 30-day weight tracker. Okay, and these are so awesome because you need to be able to track how you're doing, right? So tracking your progress is an important part of staying on track with your workout schedule. So you want to keep a log of your workouts. Again, we already talked about that. And you want to take note of any improvements to your fitness level. And this is going to just keep you excited, and it's going to help you stay motivated, and you'll be able to make any adjustments to your schedule as needed. So you'll want to figure out what the best system is for you for being able to stay on track of your progress. Okay, so when it comes to these notepads here, the reason why I love them so much is that you can put the month. So you'd put the starting month. So for me, that would be January. So I would write January here at the top. And I will put 2023 just so I know that that's what it is. Okay, I'll put my starting weight, which I'm not going to put here on camera, y'all. Okay, maybe sometime in the future as I lose weight, I'll start to feel more comfortable with like sharing numbers. And so you write your starting weight and then you write your goal weight. So this again is for the month. So you'll want to write, your starting weight and then whatever your goal is for that month. So remember, my goal, I'm not gonna put my goal weight, but remember my goal was to lose 5 pounds in the month. So you'll want to do your starting weight minus whatever the goal is. Okay, so this little graph here is for you to be able to track that in 31 days. Okay, so of course you'd put your weight here on the side. So, let's hypothetically say that's 150. So you'd put 150 here. And so that's where your dot would start, of course, down there at 150. And then as you start to go over the next days, if you weigh yourself every day, of course, if you weigh yourself every 7 days, then the first marker would be here, and then the next marker would be here, and then you'd meet them. So, you'd write 150 here, 200 or whatever the next one is, and then you'd make the graph reflect that. So the idea here is for you to, go down in weight, of course. And so, you'll do 150 and then hopefully the next week it's, less than that. So let's say it's 145, and so on and so forth. So this graph would be going up. Okay, now you're going to have some fluctuations of up and down, but the track here is for it to be going up. Okay, so that's why I love these so much. And then here at the bottom, you write the day. So day 1, then you write the date, whatever the date is, and then you write your weight. You have enough spots here for 30 days. And so this is where you're going to track, whether you've gone up or down. So that way you'll know like how you're doing overall, And so I like to pull these off. Keep this in the back just so I have it near me. And then I will add this to either my monthly view or my weekly view. And I do have a little page marker here, so that way I could easily get to whatever page I'm working in, okay? So I take a paper clip and I like to keep this in my monthly view, or you could even put it on the outside if you don't want to obstruct the view of that particular month. So that way you can track your progress. It's so important to be able to see the progress and how you're doing. And again, that just keeps you motivated to want to keep pushing forward. So again, with this particular chart, if you keep seeing it going up, meaning you're losing weight, then you're like, okay, cool. You keep seeing these numbers go up, or down. This chart should be going up just the way you track it. Just depends on how you track it. You could start here and go down. It's up to you. But this is a great way to just visualize your progress again. So that way it keeps you motivated and excited about pushing forward, especially on those rough days when you're just not motivated. You can reflect on that and you can say, you know what, I did such a good job. I'm doing so well. Let me just keep pushing forward. Okay. So tracking your progress is so important. All right. Lastly, you want to incorporate rest and recovery. So remember, we talked about what works for me. My free day is on Sunday, meaning that I can pretty much do whatever I want. And so typically I do like to write it in here. So I'll just write free day just so I know. And again, rest is important to the whole process. You can't keep going and going and going without rest. It's important to schedule it in as well. So that's why I said, let me just go ahead and write it in here just so I can see. It gives me something to look forward to. And it's just, important. Your body needs time to recover and to repair after intense exercise. So just make sure to include the rest days on your schedule. So you can put them here on the monthly view, and then I also like to put them in the weekly view as well. So again, on those days, like, if it's like a Wednesday, then I can say I'm almost to my rest day. And that is another way that you can push yourself forward in this process. And I would typically put that at the bottom in the workout section. Okay. And then again, you want to make sure you're tracking your water too. So that is a part of the tracking process. I meant to mention that in the step prior to this, is that you want to track your water too, because that's important. And then in terms of my tracking process, I do also like to check things off as I'm doing them. Sometimes I don't, but I try to, if possible, come in. If I ate this, I'll check it off, and so on and so forth, just so I can see those check marks on my page. And again, that's something else that's a motivating factor for me. So schedule in those reset, rest, and recovery days, so that way it gives your body some time to recover and repair itself, and also to give you something to look forward to during those weeks, especially when you're tired and you're not motivated to do anything. You could have something to look forward to. So that's it, you guys. There you go. I wanted to give you guys a step-by-step guide on how to plan and organize your workout schedule. Remember, by setting those clear goals, assessing your fitness level, creating a schedule, sticking to it, tracking your progress, and incorporating rest and recovery days, you can achieve your fitness goals and you can transform your life. Y'all, I know it's hard. It's hard for me as well. And so, every little bit helps. And that's why I love doing videos like this, in hopes that what helps me can maybe help you as well. And I'm always looking for tips from you guys on things that you've tried that may be able to help me. I feel like this is such a great community, and I look forward to your comments as well on things that you've tried and the fails and everything in between. So comment below and let me know some tips that we could all use that may be able to push us forward in this whole endeavor. Because I feel like every new year we're all on the same track in improving our fitness and health. And so this fitness planner is what is going to do it for me. Again, these are available at Fancy Plans Co. You can choose to purchase one for yourself if you feel like it will help you or not. It's just up to whatever you feel is going to help you to stay on track with your fitness goals. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by my channel today to catch a quick glimpse of my fitness planner and to hear some steps on how to plan and organize it. And so I appreciate you for watching today. So I hope you will subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it. And of course, I want you to come back by and catch another video, in which case I'll see you guys then.